So I thought I'd just give some of my 2 cents about this Terrordome game that's just been released a demo for and is on Kickstarter now. So for starters, I think I'll say the stuff I don't like first and the stuff I do like. The stuff I don't like, and well, one thing I will say just quickly though is I know it's an early demo, but I think the problem is when you have these kind of early demos and you got Kickstarters, it's hard to find out exactly what's going to be improved. I mean, how much better is it going to get? Because you get some games that are shown in an early stage and in the full release they're completely different, but then you get games that are released in an early stage and to be honest they don't change that much for the full release. So I'll give my impressions and feelings about it, but chances are some of this is hopefully going to change in the future. So the first thing I had, because with the original Terrordome game, one thing I really had a problem with is getting my controller to work. I've got a Xbox 360 fight pad, a Street Fighter 4 one I believe, and I had huge trouble getting that to work. Now in this game it does work, but there is a weird issue. Some of my inputs don't seem to come out right, and I think the problem is I think there's some kind of conflict in between keyboards and joypads, because I'll go into like a menu and say I'll press the command list and I'll press the button once and it'll go into the command list and then go straight to the button menu, so it's like it's double tapping, it's like double pressing it twice, which is kind of weird. So I don't know if there's some kind of conflicting interest where I have to do some options to change things over. That's a bit strange anyway. For me, I think that's happening with the D-pad as well, because I'm finding a lot of the motions and the blocking quite unresponsive when I know I block and it just doesn't happen. The other thing I'm not too keen on is it's got this weird indie game vibe to it, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, I play these games like Fight of the Gods and Omen of the Sorrows, although we'll say Omen of the Sorrows is a lot more polished even in this early stage, but there's a real lack of feeling of impact with these games. Like the hit detection is off, the cross-ups are very weird, there's like auto-corrections, it all feels weird. Like when you land a blow, it feels like you're hitting cardboard. There's no visual impact, or very little visual impact or sonic impact as well, so I'm finding that a bit weird. But those are the kind of things that can be fixed with a full release. But I thought I'd just give my 2 cents about that now. The things I do like it that there's each character's got quite a lot of moves. I do really like that. There seems to be a lot of special moves per character, a lot of options. I quite like the combo system as well, the juggles. That actually does seem quite fun, although as I said, just with the hit detection and the moves being hard to do, it's all a bit weird, but there's a fundamental decent base. Graphically, it's not too bad actually. I know it still has that little look indie, but I do like the quality of the sprites, and the animation is actually not too bad. I do hope with the full game they polish everything up to the nines and make everything flow together. Definitely potential there. It's just I'd like to hear what they say, what they are planning to do for the main release. But yeah, all in all, I did have some fun. It's definitely a fundamentally sound base anyway. But we'll just see what happens anyway. The crowdfunding campaign is ticking along, but it's not looking too hopeful, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I recommend give it a try. It's a free demo. Hopefully if anyone's got any opinions about getting the controllers to work better, because I had noticed as soon as I went onto the keyboard and tried doing the moves, then it all worked fine, and when they go into options with the keyboard, it works absolutely fine. It's just with a fight pad controller.